Not even halfway into the year, we have already had a lot of disappointments. At number 5, we have Outcast: A New Beginning. With a Metascore of 69 and a user score of 6.5, Outcast is easily one of the biggest letdowns of this year. It looks and plays totally different. Visually, it exudes grandeur. The extraterrestrial realm of Adelpha is portrayed at its finest, featuring environments reminiscent of Pandora, seamlessly transitioning between lush forests, coastal shores shimmering in the sunlight, rugged mountain ranges, snow-capped peaks, and ancient cities adorned with waterfalls and partially reclaimed by nature. The auditory experience, echoing the original game's sweeping orchestral soundtrack, adds to the beauty and atmosphere, evoking anticipation for cosmic adventures ahead. However, it's disheartening to say that Cutterslade, the protagonist, spends a significant portion of Outcast: A New Beginning engaged in rather mundane, far from epic open-world tasks. One critic suggests that the game was too ambitious for its own good. While nostalgia always plays a part, it cannot make you ignore the tiresome plotline and quest system of the game. The game had flashes of brilliance, of course, but it was not enough to call it a successful return. Very disappointing, since the original Outcast is said to be one of the pioneers of this genre.
You leave these.
Moving on, at number 4 we have War Hospital. I had a lot of hopes for this one. It does seem like the game has turned it around lately looking at the recent reviews, but overall, with a Metascore of 67 and a user score of 4.8, it received bad reactions from critics and fans alike. Some even blamed the game for unplayable bugs. If you are still interested, War Hospital is a narrative management game where you take charge of a World War I field hospital on the Western Front and make all the decisions necessary to help the soldiers recover and to support the war effort. Generally, we always become the hero by killing all the enemies in games based on wars, but War Hospital took a different route. It was a fresh take that should have worked, but unfortunately it did not. If you are enjoying the video, press the like button as it helps us a lot.
You have the fate of many lives in your hands.
At number 3, we have Broken Roads. It got a Metascore of 60 and users gave it 5.6. Well deserved in my opinion. For a RPG, none of your choices seem to matter. Its odd system make it unfun to play. The developers do have a roadmap, with some minor odd design decisions already fixed. But we will have to wait and see if that really fixes anything. The game does have a beautiful art design, which will pull you in even if you don't like isometric RPGs. Only problem is you will end up being disappointed. There is the interesting mechanic of moral compass which helps define your player character responses and interactions, but the combat is just not fun. Next on our list, at number 2, we have Suicide Squad. What can I say about this game? I thought I was being biased since I don't like these types of games, but a Metascore of 60 and 3.5 user scores seem to agree with me. Fans of Arkham games had real high hopes for this game, but it turned out to be a very mediocre looter shooter. The necessity to incorporate repetitive grind missions into the game for the sake of recycling them endlessly for live service content evidently diverted attention from crafting a more enriching narrative and environment. The emphasis on weaponry to facilitate the gear grind, which often keeps players hooked on live service games, detracted from the development of distinct and compelling characters, each offering a truly unique gameplay experience. While I wouldn't object to an idea of a sequel, one devoid of live service ambitions and focused on delivering individualized gameplay for each character, the disappointment surrounding Kill the Justice League suggests it may be some time before we witness another Suicide Squad game. I don't know. I just don't like live service games overall. I hope for the sake of fans we do get another good Arkham style game, but we will have to wait and see.
Is to kill the Justice League.
Finally, at number 1, you already know, it's Skull and Bones. It got a Metascore of 59 and a user score of 3.4. Devoid of any narrative depth, it fails to deliver engaging gameplay beyond its expansive landscapes and seascapes. Neither the naval battles nor the online excursions provide any meaningful entertainment value. They could have just used the Black Flag system, but why do that? That would actually make the fans happy. With sparse online player base, the overall experience of the pirate game is further dampened by heightened levels of boredom. The incessant event pop-ups prove to be incredibly annoying, stripping away any sense of immersion from the gameplay entirely. You will get bored after a day. The ship combat is halfway decent, but they promised much more than that.